So, continuing where we left off last time, Xena. Gosh, I need the character sheets in front of me. Xena, Valina, and Garoth are all inside of this room. You're outside the cages. You have killed the two Zamorians that had you captured. There was a man that went downstairs that was obviously a cult leader of some kind. There was also a brief mention of spiders. And you guys have decided that you are currently persuading Garoth to aid you in going upstairs first. I believe pretty much is where we left things off.
Yeah, I think that's right.
So, looking at the stairs, by the way, there's stairs leading down to one side and the stairs leading up to the other side. You decided to go up, and as you're walking to the stairs, there's essentially a wall that protects both sides. There's the outer wall that just goes around the stairs as well, and then there's this extra wall between your vision and the stairs, essentially, until you get to the foot of the stairs, and then you can start walking up. I would also add that the stairs going down, you look at them and you don't actually see the stairs. You do see a door and essentially like a couple feet of boxed off area with more wall between you and your vision. And then as you're walking up these stairs, it seems like it does the same at the top of these stairs, where you're going to have to get through a wood door.
Okay.
So, who's going first? What order are we going in?
Can I try to open the door quietly?
Sure.
That'd be a stealth check.
That'd be some sort of stealth check to try and quietly open the door.
I think it would be a sleight of hand.
Yeah, maybe that's right, because I'm what do you say, Matt? Sleight of hand or stealth?
Actually, here, let me open up character sheets. And...
Because I am technically moving the door, not so much myself.
What do they exactly say for...
A lot of this stuff, they just kind of expect the DM to make a judgment call.
I'm gonna have to pull out the book because I'm not getting direct answers as to what these are usually looked as for descriptions. Shorthand in here. Where is skills at? Oh, come on, book. You right now. You really want to keep these pages glued together, so I can't look. Where the heck are they hiding skills now? Equipment, customization, multi-classing. Where is skills in this book? Am I just going through it too fast and I'm not seeing them? I would think that would have its own section, wouldn't it?
You're talking about in the player's handbook?
Yeah.
Let me look and open the PDF myself, see if I can.
Choosing a race class, different races, class, different classes, personality and background. Doesn't say anything about skills. Multi-classing. Ability scores and modifiers. Spells. And it goes right into appendices. Where the hell are skills at? Did you not include a... Literally, does this book not have a chapter on skills? How the hell do you do that?
I'm trying to...
Are you looking at Dungeon Master's Guide or Player's Handbook?
I'm looking at Player's Handbook.
Hmm. Let's see. Backgrounds, equipment. Selecting multi-class. Screens, class, features, spell, feeds.
Races.
Ability checks.
What page?
Oh, I'm looking at D&D Beyond. It's... Oh, that's useful. Let's see. Sleight of hand.
Ability scores
dex?
and modifiers.
But if you intend to act as legendary manual trickery, such as planting something or someone else, or concealing an object, make a sleight of hand check. GM also might call for a dexterity sleight of hand check to determine whether or not you can lift a coin purse off a person or slip something out of their person's pocket. Okay. So I guess it may be more of a stealth check.
Okay. In the player's handbook, if you actually have the physical player's handbook, the first page where they start talking about it is 175. That's where they start listing off all the skills. It starts with strength, which has athletics, which is literally the only strength check.
Okay. Okay, I see how they're listening now. All right. Sleight of hand would be a dex, and stealth is also a dex. Okay. So it should be somewhere right in here. Okay. Whenever you attempt to active or manual trickery. Attempt to conceal yourself from enemies, which would technically be a stealth. So yeah, it's a stealth. Sleight of hand would be more like small things where you're trying to move objects around or trying to hide things from people's vision, etc. Or trying to play a trick on them. But stealth would be more of a I'm moving a door or I'm trying to sneak across the room.
Okay, so I got more of a bonus with stealth anyhow, so that works out for me.
So yeah, it'd be stealth for you.
20.
Got it 20, eh? Well, yeah, that you very easily peek the door open. There does seem to be a locking mechanism on it, but it's obviously not being used, at least not yet. As you look in, you can see what more or less looks like almost the exact same room you're just in, although there's some torches along the wall here and there, just enough to keep the room lit. You don't see any desks, at least not yet, but you are starting to see there's a curve to the wall that goes around, and most likely you're on another similar floor. Almost like this is a tower.
Okay. Alright, but there's nobody in the room.
From this angle, you can tell you only got like a short distance, like you got maybe a quarter of the room in front of you as is. Even with a good peek around. You would almost have to step out in order to see even half the room. Because of all the walls in your way. So are you going to peek out further, or are you going to stay where you are?
I guess I'll peek out further. Should I make another check, or?
I'm contemplating that. Actually, let me do the easy way of contemplating that. Call out evens or odds.
Evens?
Alright, yeah, I'm letting you keep your roll. So yeah, still on the 20, you peek your head out, and you do see about half the room. As you're peeking into the room a little bit further, you actually do hear talking, and you do see at least one other guard, and he's talking to somebody, so there must be at least one other person. But you don't see the far side of the room yet.
Can I make out what they're saying, or are they talking in a language I don't understand?
They are most likely talking in Zemarian again, which means that you don't understand.
So there's at least two people in there.
At least two people that you can tell for sure, because you got one guy talking and there's definitely voices responding back.
Okay, well, I guess I go back and whisper to Gareth, and what's Zareth's character's name again?
Valena.
Valena. Gareth and Valena, there's at least two more guards in the room ahead. What should we do?
Do you know if we're going up or no? Let me rephrase that. I was about to say something stupid. Do you know if this is a tower or a basement level temple?
That's actually a good question. Do you guys know which this is yet?
No, we don't have any idea.
Because there's not been any windows yet.
Right.
You could always go for a perception check and see if any one of you can figure it out.
I think we tried that already.
Did you? I don't remember that.
I think we tried that last time to try and figure out, just based off of our surroundings, what kind of building we were in, but I don't think we figured it out.
It's made of sandstone. It's, nice dry rock. It's pretty nice. Since I don't remember that roll, we could always try again right now. And it looks like, yep. 16.
Looks like a good place to store propane and propane accessories.
16 on that roll. Since it's obviously being brought up, yeah, I'll let you all roll. Let's see what the characters think.
I got a 6, so I obviously failed.
You're like the pretty rocks.
If only I could take this building apart and sell it.
Alright, is there an easy perception button? Or actually, do I just click on a skill? Okay, there's persuasion, perception. There it is. Yeah, even Geralt is kind of sitting there for a few moments, and he just barely goes, I don't know, it's kind of cold for a tower that's out in the open. And for Velena, yeah, this is very strange. There's no windows. It's unusually cold. It's more likely this is a subterranean base than it is an actual freestanding out in the open tower.
So we picked the right way to get out, most likely. Then.
Yeah, this is most likely some subterranean building. I think we should go up. What do you want to do about the 2 men in there?
Well, they're kind of in our way because the stairs don't go any further up right here.
Geralt grunts and starts to lift his battle axe with both hands. As in, he's already guessing what you two might want him to do.
So I say, should we try reasoning with them, or should we just beat the crap out of them?
They kidnapped us. I don't think we can reason with them.
Not much of a liker of spider worshippers either.
Well, I mean, by reasoning, I more meant threatening, but...
Oh boy, he's gonna try something now. Let's see if he can actually even do this. Holy shit! You watch as the barbarian just kind of half grunts, slowly pokes his head out, and then completely walks out into the open, unseen. And he's just kind of slowly looking around the corner and examining everything that's going on, and then slowly comes back. I thought you said there was only 2.
I said there was at least 2.
We got 3.
What do they look like?
Actually, here's the thing. Actually, you just caught me off guard on that one. I was just about to say I have what they look like more or less here, but I hadn't actually uploaded them yet, so you have a moment.
I'm just picturing, though, when he stealthed into the room, one of the guys just going, did it get darker in here?
Was it always this dark?
It must have been just a breeze of the torches. All right.
It's like in Guardians of the Galaxy when Drax sneaks up on Star-Lord and Gamora. Or was that was Infinity War, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or how long have you been standing there? A long time. If I eat slow enough, it's like I'm not even here.
Oh, hi, Drax!
So I'm gonna put this out here. I'm just double checking. Okay, yeah, this should be easy enough to place. Close some tabs again, and I'm gonna pull this out and drop it right over here, and expand it a bit so you guys get a clear look at them. Basically, all the guards in this place look kind of like that.
They look like Aztec and Shredder.
More or less. Some of them without face coverings, some of them do. And pretty much all of them seem to have at least 2 or 3 spears to their name. They're not highly armed, but they have enough weapons to make them a pain in the ass.
Do you think we could have a chance in this fight?
Well, there's 3 of them, and there's 3 of us, and we're not really injured, so...
Again, the barbarian just kind of clutches his axe like he knows he's going to get asked to use this very quickly. And doesn't seem to be much other option. Actually, matter of fact, I'm trying to remember, how's this set up again?
Oh yeah, does Valena have access to her spells now?
Oh yeah.
I did say that as a one-time off thing because of the
fact that
particular
she
circumstance. You do have all your spells as you have listed just this one time.
Well, yeah,
and
but
we're
I
more or
also
less
got
gonna feign that's like these are the spells you're used to training up and memorizing anyway, so you have your basic spell set up right now.
Yeah, and I think also you said I have my spell book last time.
Yes. Yeah, you managed to find your spell book on the desk. Matter of fact, I believe you picked it up in the middle of combat. I was half expecting you to almost try and hold it with both hands or use it as a makeshift clubbing weapon. That would have been amusing, but okay.
I just realized something.
Hmm.
Because I know what they look like now, I have disguised self. I could make myself look like one of them.
Oh, that's actually true. Are you planning to do something with that, or are you planning to go ahead with the confrontation?
I'm thinking if there's any way I could actually make good use of that, but
And Valena's just
because the thing is, I because I can't speak Zamora, and my cover would be blown like almost instantly.
That is very probably true.
Yeah,
You'd have to have like a speak tongues or something.
Screw it. Let's just kill him.
With a grunt and a nod, the barbarian also turns around and gets ready to try and rush into the room.
Yeah, I pull out my sword and run right behind him.
Which one do I want to do? Probably a Toll Dead, is that what it's called? Takes a while for my character to... Yeah, Toll of the Dead.
Well, I think you have to wait till it's actually your turn in combat to do that, but...
No, I'm readying it.
Oh, you're getting it ready. So, essentially, he's saying he's ready for a quick attack before combat starts.
Okay.
Speaking of which, let me go over to here really quick and set this up. So I take it...
I don't think me or Garoth can do something like that, though, because we're not using ranged attacks.
Depends on how far away they are, and I actually just had to set this up too. So I assume Garoth's going first?
I was more or less planning on running right alongside him because I'm a crazy bastard.
Well, you can't exactly share the same 5-foot spot, though, so...
Okay. I'm right behind him, but yeah, he can go first.
Alright, and then I assume Valena's going to take the back.
Yeah, Valena will take the back.
Alright. So let me finish setting up the room really quick. And then I'll actually have a map for you guys today.
Yeah, the next Star Wars session is probably going to be the first time I'm actually going to have used a map since the beginner game.
Let me see here. Yeah, I got super ambitious. I pieced together a map today. Admittedly, it's gonna be a map I can easily use multiple times due to the setup, but it's gonna be usable. Let me see here. They have 2d8 plus 2, so let me see what they get. Oh wow, okay. I'm rolling. The one thing they don't give you for creature stats in this game right away is how many hit points they have, and I'm rolling that right now.
I just like to picture while we're waiting for this whole encounter to start, Azina and Valena are just having girl talk, and then Barbarian's just hanging back. He's like, "Are they talking about me?"
Please
Is
don't
they
be
talking about me? They'd be laughing, and he just hears us laugh.
Geralt smash.
Girl, not get civilized women. Civilized women, weird.
Who you calling civilized?
Hey, just because you're a pirate doesn't mean you haven't been around civilizations. You can't say that about this guy. I'm pretty sure he hasn't even seen a hut that hasn't been made out of straw and sticks yet. Because that's pretty much how Sumerians live. You'll be lucky if they even have one building partially made of stone, because tribes tend to move.
Well, the question is he a good Samaritan?
For that, he just punch you in the soul. Okay. So I'm going to switch this over here so that way the viewers can also see this, and I should be able to now drag you guys over here.
Oh wow.
Yep, so now you'll see this a little bit more clearly. That's what the basic floor plans are more or less like. You'll notice that there are two pillars in the middle of the room that are keeping everything up.
These things are the pillars, or
Yeah,
is it...
those
Okay.
things next that the guards are kind of in between. And over here, you'll also see the other stairs. They continue to go up.
Okay.
So yeah, they're not perfectly against you with the stairs, but it'd be very risky to try and get all three of you across the room sneaking without someone noticing. So with that being said, I need to do this. Change the music, and I believe we now have to roll for our initiatives.
Oh.
All right. You might want to actually open the turn order, though.
I was actually trying to look for that. That's the
Clock. Thing.
oh, the clock thing. There we go.
Then you gotta roll for the jabronis.
I'm trying to figure out how you do that again.
I think you had to set up a separate macro for them because they don't got a character sheet.
Wait, cancel. Wasn't there a thing where I did a variable group, ungroup, player? No. I thought we had set up a thing where tokens were supposed to already have the macro ready.
There should be, when you click on one, there should be a button for you to hit.
Ungroup, group, try, vertical dimensions. Oh, there we go. Add turn. What?
Yeah, but if you
Oh,
rolled
that's
with,
right.
if you rolled with them, it would have automatically added them to the list anyhow. Because the initiative, the button you set up for them should be up near the arrow on the tool thing when you click on one of them.
Oh, okay. I think I see what you mean. Here. Let's redo that. Okay. I clicked the init button and nothing happens.
Didn't you set up like a separate one from?
I thought I thought we did, but actually,
Like go to your collection and see if you got more than one macro set up. So the thing next to the jukebox, in between that and the settings.
NPC init and init in bar.
Okay, so there should be one called NPC in it. It's not showing up when you click on one of them.
I click on one. It says init at the top. Oh, is that the one? There we go.
You had to set up a separate one because if they don't got a character sheet.
No, it's just that I wasn't. Yeah.
Because they don't have the they don't have the initiative stat to modify.
Dang it out.
You got there should be a gear on the turn order that
There
lets
we
you pick descending order. So okay, you already got it.
There we go. And since you guys are getting the drop on them, I'm actually also allowing you guys a attack of opportunity. So you got at least one round to fight them.
Okay.
And Valina, oddly enough, is so dang fast that she just zips ahead past everybody.
I'm gonna use what I hold my spell for the dead. So make me a saving throw. Oh right, I didn't fill that in. Because it's Xanthar.
I'm sorry, you got like really quiet.
Can you roll a saving throw for what is my spell save?
Oh, maybe turn the music down a little bit. I guess. I think that might help. Hearing.
Roll a spell save DC.
Spell save DC for.
Toll the Dead, because that was what I held.
That's right. You were planning to cast that as soon as we started. And what stat does that affect?
I believe it is Wisdom. Let me look it up. All right. Oh, come on. You know what? I can just type in it.
Yeah, that spell's not one of the ones that's in the compendium normally.
Yeah, it's 1d8 chronic damage. Okay, it's a Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw, and what do they have to roll over?
I believe my spell save is 13.
Okay, so which one are you hitting?
This guy.
Guy in the bottom right there, and he did fail by 1.
I roll a d8.
Yep, so roll your damage.
7 damage.
I tried rolling their hit points, I honestly did. You throw your, what was this again? This was the...
Toll of the Dead. It's
Toll
like
of
a
the
really
Dead.
big sound of graveyard bells, and it's just like...
Basically, a deafeningly painful bell sound in their head.
So you cast Toll the Dead at this guy, he literally grabs his head, screams like he's being stabbed, and falls over dead. You hit him for exact hit points.
Well, sucks to be him.
Yeah. Yeah, I rolled these guys' health, and they got shit. Alright, so... Yep, it's off to Azina now. By the way, I think you need to move in order to cast that. You're kind of behind a wall. Before we actually move on to Azina.
Where's the wall at? You don't really have a wall on the map. That
essentially... Here, let me pull up the ruler.
Like right here?
Right here, across these two panels.
I see the stairwell.
Yeah.
Is the door here or over
So
here?
the door is like right here, like between you and Garth.
Okay.
So yeah, you need to be at least over here somewhere.
Okay.
Oh wait, is there a range on that?
Yeah, it has range. I think it's like 120 feet or something.
Oh yeah, you easily got that in here. Matter of fact, you could probably hit anything in the room as long as you could see
60
it.
feet. 60 feet.
Matter of fact, yeah, you could exactly hit anything in the room as long as you could see it.
All right. So, oh, there's a door right there, right?
Yeah, you need to be like out here somewhere.
All right.
All right. So okay, now it's officially Azina's turn.
Attacking with my sword.
Alrighty. 18. Let me double check his stats really quick.
I highly doubt he has more armor.
No, I don't think he has 18 either. I'm just double checking. Okay, yep. So you
I hit him
you
for
run
7
up to that
damage.
guy. He's just seen his buddy keel over, screaming, and fall to his death. And that was a -7. Game? Okay. Fine, whatever. Game is not being cooperative. But okay, I did it. And you take a slice out of him and he's just like, oh! He's practically stumbling away from you. That just hurt a lot.
These poor bastards.
Hi-
Kidnapped the wrong people.
Get off. Let me see here. What is his range of movement right now? Can he get over to the other guy? Because that guy looks already like he's about to die to you. Yep. Yoink. And he's going to double wield that particular battle axe because he's going to try and make this as quick as possible. The faster they die, the less damage they can do. Oh boy.
That's definitely a miss.
Oh wait. Oh, I saw your thing, not his thing. Never mind. Yep. He goes to swing and tries to hit the other unharmed guard, and that guard in particular just suddenly pulls out his spear and clank. Ah.
He's just like, he's probably like, oh shit, I blocked it.
And Grau's just like staring daggers into the guy, and he is freaking his shit out right now. Because
Yeah,
he just
'cause,
saw one of
like-
his friends die, and the other one of his friends just got mortally wounded. So, alright, it goes back full circle because that was a surprise round. Helena, it's your turn again.
Toll the dead on the guy Azina's on.
And hold dead on the guy that's left over. Alright. So we're gonna roll that that wisdom, that +0 wisdom. He rolls a 5. Roll your 1d8.
Oh, that's not how Toll the dead works. If he's already injured, it's a 1.
It's a what?
It's a 1d8 if they're at full health. 1d12 if they're already injured.
Oh,
Oh.
jeez.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty cantrip. Wow.
So he's taking 14 damage total now.
Yep, you just reach out and zap him, and and Azina, you just see this guy that was right in front of you just go, ah, and crumble into the ground.
It's funny just hearing that scream because it makes me think of like the old cool Radiant sound effects when they die, where it's like, eh!
So speaking of which, Azina, you are now next, and Garolf is struggling to get this guy that's right next to him.
Let's see. Really, there's no real reason to think about what I'm doing. Die.
Ooh. As the guy is struggling with Garolf and Garolf's struggling to get his axe unattached from his spear, you just literally walk up to him. He blinks, just barely having noticed you in the midst of the struggle, and you just slide your sword up between his ribs, and he just gasps and slowly starts to fall over. You just murderized that room like it was nothing. Not a one of them rolled a double digit for hit points. This wasn't a battle. This was a mercy killing.
Yeah.
This is like the most B of B squads. You just kind of walked in and wrecked.
Did that one I just killed, was that one of the ones with the face mask?
Like all of them had face. I would say at least one might have not had a face mask, but most of them had their full gear on. Yeah.
I rip his face mask off and use it to wipe the blood off my sword.
All right. Yep. You don't want that rusting. Graf just kind of grunts, kind of unpleased with the battle, but at the same time pleased that nobody got hurt, except for the people who needed to be.
Oh man, that was
ridiculously sad.
Yeah,
well, when you get a free turn in on them like that, it kind of makes the fight unfairly in your advantage.
Well, it also helped that you all rolled high, because those guys couldn't even roll a turn order, much less a hit point.
I think like one of them rolled higher than somebody, but they died right away.
Yep, they pretty much just got vaporized right away because they only had 7 hit points.
Yeah, Velena's walking, and she slightly raises her skirt, not to get blood on it, and just steps over the bodies and just walks. And just goes, may the High Witch raise your dead bones to serve her.
I start searching the bodies to see if they have anything useful.
All of them as usual. They have 3 spheres each, thereabouts, and they actually didn't roll for anything on them. Actually, oh dang! I didn't bring that list up. There was also another thing I was using last time that could make for random loot. Let me see if I can find that really quick, because that's what got you the 40 gold last time.
I'm just hoping one of them will have my flute.
That one of them won't have your flute?
One of them will have my flute.
Okay. Let me see, there's a couple of them here. I remember it was one of these. Yep, this is the one. Found it right away. Good. Let's go with about that. And let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. So looking around, sorting through their pockets and the pouches and stuff, you get about 50 gold altogether, coins out of the 3 corpses.
Alright.
Was there any other stuff you guys were missing?
I was missing my rope and my flute.
I was missing my core staff.
You're missing your core staff, rope, and flute. And those were the main things you guys were looking for?
Yeah, I already got my crowbar back, so those 2 things are the only things I'm missing.
So, all right. Actually, have a look around the room. Let me see what your perception searches are.
Alright.
I guess one of us should just mark that we found 50 gold and split it later.
Yeah. Mark 50 gold because I think you marked the 40 gold you got earlier too.
Yeah, the 40 gold I got earlier, I just pocketed. But I'm not going to do that with everything because that would be douchey. So, just perception.
Yep. Ooh, very nice. And on top of this, I'm actually going to do this in the main browser here. Make sure everything's being updated for viewers. And gonna see if he notices anything either. Oh wow, okay. Not bad. Yeah, I'm sorry, I keep rolling stuff and the thing keeps not scrolling down like it oughta. But anyway, yeah, Ozzy sees it first out of everyone. There is some stuff, like, over here. Oop.
You're on the ruler instead of there we go.
Yeah, there's another pile of kind of a mixed mash of stuff and barrels and stuff over there along that wall again. Ozzy, you do find your flute.
Alright.
It had been raised up to at least this level for people looking around at stuff. Maybe, as a matter of fact, it might have gotten caught before the guys in the lower levels. Who knows? And as Geralf is looking through it, he actually pulls out a bedroll. He just goes, yep, dusts it off a little bit. Apparently he has a few other things in here too, but he's not exactly as worried about them as he was trying to find his axe.
And I don't find anything.
Were you looking for anything in particular?
Just a staff.
Just your staff. I'm gonna say no. You don't notice it here. Not your core staff, at least. There's a few other little odds and ends, like a little bit of food for provisions, but that's about it. It seems on this floor. Otherwise,
what kind of food?
What kind of food? Well, for one, actually, there would be a small bag of traveling provisions, which Geralt would have also looked at and gone, and stuffed that in his bedroll. But there's also a little bit of extra stuff here. Like, it looks like someone actually brought down a plate of like cooked meat and some vegetables on the side chopped up. So so they've been getting served food from somewhere around here.
There's no bread, is there?
Not here. Not this particular selection of food.
It's just I was thinking, bread's an easy thing to pick up and shove in your mouth without worrying about getting shit all over your hands.
Well, like I said, there's a little bit of meat here. It looks to be like some sort of poultry. Very easy to eat if you're fine with eating off the bone.
Like a
chicken leg
or something.
Yeah.
Okay, I just pick it up and start eating it while looking around.
Geralt kind of looks up for a moment and just like, he can almost go for that too, but he doesn't bother. As long as he's got his provisions, he's fine for the moment. I assume you're done looking around then?
Yeah.
So, headed for the next floor?
Yeah, I'm not even all that worried about finding the rope. I just kind of took it because... That was like the thing that rope was the cheapest thing out of my equipment that I bought.
Ah, okay. So I assume you're gonna probably head north to the stairs going further up then.
Oh, yeah, actually, real quick. Mike, which one of us should keep track of the money?
Probably... I know I'm gonna regret saying this, but probably you.
I'm just asking because I need to open WordPad if I'm gonna
Ah,
keep notes.
yeah, he's just wondering for actual out of character note taking.
Oh, okay. I thought like in character. Yeah.
No, I was actually. That's why I called you by name.
Mm-hmm.
I'll save this as player notes. There, I marked it down. I can add to the total as we find more, and we can split it up later. All right, so is the stairs leading to the next floor more or less like the ones?
They pretty much look almost identical, yeah.
So these guys have some really boring architecture.
They do with what they got around them, apparently. Okay, why aren't you... Okay, clear, maybe? I'm trying to make the loot thing work again, and it's suddenly not working right now. I'm not entirely sure why that is. I'm making it refresh now while we're waiting. Anyway, so you want to head to the next floor then?
Yeah, and I do realize that we really do have like the ragtag group possible because we got a barbarian, a pirate, and a necromancer.
So yeah, so then you're heading up to the next floor. Are you gonna check the door again?
Yeah, I might as well try to stealth it.
So actually, before you even try to roll anything, as soon as you try to push the door, you suddenly find it to be locked.
Oh, I don't have lock
And
picks.
yeah, you did not see any keys on the previous guys, at least not except for the one that was for the cages earlier.
Okay, so I look at Gareth and I say, the door's locked. Should we try hitting it together to bust it open?
Let me roll. He blinks, he looks at it. He doesn't even remark, he just steps back a couple steps, and if you get out of his way, he immediately shoulder checks the door right off its hinges.
Okay.
He rolled a 19 for a strength check. That's a +3 on that, so yeah, he rolled a 21.
I go,
Actually,
or
22.
that works. I just say, or that works.
And starts stepping out into the room as you hear voices freaking out already.
By the
way, I assume the same order as last time.
Yeah, what language was it that they actually understood?
The Zamorians, but they do understand. At least a couple of them for sure understand it. Aquilonian.
I just yell in Aquilonian, "If you want to live, now's the time to probably run."
All right, let me finish setting this up really quick here, like.
Saint Aquilonian, or you can be raised as dead to serve for the greater good.
That gets a head
Your
turn
choice.
from the barbarian.
And she just goes, "What?"
I'm just picturing like Valena suddenly having a bunch of robed men behind her going, "The greater good."
The greater good. Shut up! Alright, let me roll for these guys again. Hopefully they have better luck this time than their predecessors.
Well, we don't really got the drop on them now because we smashed the door open.
Yep, it was locked, and I was like, maybe they can strafe check it, maybe they can lock pick it. I'm not sure if there's any particulars about lock picking. I haven't looked up that mechanic actually.
You
You do need lock picks?
Yeah, you need to have tools to do it. You don't have to be like a thief, but you got to make a sleight of hand check and actually have something you can use to pick a lock.
Okay. Ooh, here we go. You're going to be the one with that one. Setting this up really quick, folks. Actually, matter of fact, I am setting this up in the wrong window. People are seeing ahead of time what's going on here. Whoops.
Actually, we're still on the other screen. We're not on the
Yeah.
map.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm accidentally streaming what's going on the map when I'm meant to be doing this elsewhere.
Oh. Darn these
Uh,
guards. Darn these guards and their male presenting nipples.
Oh, do I have nipples? Yes. Okay, these guys got some more to them. Okay. Oof. Alright, so that should be set up now. So now I can go back over to here. And boom. Actually, I just realized it should have been the reverse, but still. Actually, I can fix that really quick.
Real quick, were they intimidated by what we said?
Not particularly. More like they heard a loud smash. They ignored anything you've been saying and essentially setting themselves up. Because they knew someone was about to burst into the room. So that being said, I believe you're all seeing the map again?
Yep.
Alright, so time for initiative.
Oh, now it's coming back to bite us.
Oh boy. And let's see what these guys rolled today. Not great.
Well, I go first at least.
Yep. Alright, so yep, Azina, you are definitely first.
And due to the fact there's 4 of them, I'm not going to just run straight into the middle of them. I'm going to step over here, and I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery at this guy.
Alright, what does he have to roll? Or is it all you?
He has to get a 12 or higher Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Unfortunately, if he fails, I'm only going to do 1 damage.
12 or higher, he fails.
Okay, so he takes 1 damage and he has disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Okay, so he has disadvantage. Which one was that? This one?
Yeah, the closest one.
Alright, so... Cancel actually is there. Was it here? Yeah. It's a little mark on him. He's at disadvantage for next turn. So that's for him to try and hit someone that he's
Yeah,
at disadvantage? Okay.
Yeah, he's got a disadvantage because he's got painful insults in his head.
By the way, what insult did you throw at him?
Your mother was spider food.
Ooh!
That's a little personal.
That's a blow. Okay, so next turn is the guy in the back. He is going to do something a little bit different than the last couple of guys have done that you've seen in these combats. I have an idea what he's going to do. Maybe I'll check here what he can do with that. So that's a... Okay. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Alright, then +3 to that. So... What's your AC again?
Me?
Yeah.
It is 14.
I was gonna say, I think it was 14. So you see this guy in the back, by the way. He suddenly picks up one of his spears and he tosses at you. He just misses as it just zips past your head and plunks into the wall behind you. And then you hear him shout orders, and the other guys seem to get their spears up and get ready to either rush or throw at you.
Oh, the next guy's the one that I messed with.
Alright, let's see here. Let me do this really quick too.
Oh, because we didn't have the combat music playing.
So yeah, the guy you messed with, he's particularly perturbed and will actually come rushing at you this time. Let's see here. He's going to roll that. And you said you're 14?
Yeah.
Just
gotta
hits. Oh, actually, he has to roll before...
He has to roll 2 times and take the lower roll. Did you still hit?
No, let me see. Oh, God!
What?
Okay. He rolled a natural 1. He literally swings at you with a thrust, but as he misses you and it doesn't quite connect with his head right away because of the vicious mocking he got, the thrust continues past you, misses you, and you suddenly see as his hands don't stop moving as he suddenly starts to stab himself in the head.
Oh, jeez.
Just the most epic of failures as he's hurting himself now.
Like what, he just he hit the end of the spear on something and then jammed his head into the other end.
More like he took a swung at you with the pointed end of the spear and he's now hitting himself in the back of the head with the middle part of it.
Oh, like he tried to swing it instead of stab with it.
Yeah. Well, he tried to stab, but it turned into a swing before he realized what the hell was going on. So let me roll damage. Ouch. That does smart.
You can take the disadvantage off of him after that.
Okay, yeah, I will do that as soon as I'm done. Yep, okay. He's not too badly hurt, but his bell's officially rung. So, alright, that's off. And we go to the next guy. He sees the barbarian, and as much as people are focusing on the pirate, the barbarian looks to be about as big of a threat too. So this guy is also going to throw a spear, because he also wants to keep as much distance between him and the Sumerian as possible. Ooh, shit. Okay. Double check, what was that damage again? Yep. So yeah, his aim flings true, and you just see Geralf just get pinned by a spear, like right in the center mass. That's not what I told you to do.
Oh geez, 7 damage?
Yeah, he got a 6+1. They ain't fucking about with those spear throws. I think he actually got maximum damage on that one. Didn't crit, but he got maximum damage on that throw. Speaking of which, Geralf gets hit, and he is none too pleased about that and goes rushing in, and I would like to rage. So speaking of rage, let me double check that again. Rage. You have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. When you make melee weapon attack using strength, you add 2 to that damage roll. Okay, so if he hits, he gets a +2 to damage on top of everything else.
Doesn't he have like an advantage to hit or Because that's my thing. No.
Resistance of bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. I guess since attacking is a strength check, I believe too, so it does mean he probably has advantage on hitting. So he does get 2 rolls at trying to hit this guy.
Okay. Well, on this character sheet, you can actually just click the advantage button when you click the weapon, and it'll roll twice and keep. Yeah, right underneath the name and level and all that stuff at the top, it has roll, normal, advantage, disadvantage, advantage plus, disadvantage, plus or minus. If you click advantage before you click on this weapon, it'll roll 2 dice and just keep.
I'm sorry, where is it? You seen it underneath the name?
You see where it's look right below experience points.
Oh, experience points. Oh, okay, there we go. So I click on that and then click on this. Oh, nice.
It's just you have to click back onto normal when you're not using it anymore.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, ooh, that's whew. So yeah, you see Garnoff got hit by a spear. He growls as he pulls it out, and just axe raised above his head as he just goes racing up to the guy who just looks like he about wet himself as he then gets his head fucking removed.
And that 13's without the +2 for the rage.
Yes. He didn't even need the +2 damage because he just completely maxed out this guy. Boom. Dead.
Poor son of a bitch.
His head just goes rolling across the room, and the others are about ready to piss themselves too, at the sight of their friend just getting completely decapitated in a heated rage. So that leads us to the last guy. Once again, you hear shouting, and Zemnian then throws not Zemnian, Zemorian, then he throws a spear as well. Zemnian is the name of the people from Critical Role. So I slurred slightly. So yeah, speaking of which, he needs to roll how he's gonna hit this guy, and he's definitely not getting close. So, nope. He rolled an 11. So as he throws the spear, the barbarian sees this coming and just immediately blocks it with his axe. Just ping. Matter of fact, how far does he have to move? Humans all have 30 feet, yes?
Yeah, that's their default unless they have something that modifies it.
How far is this guy gonna piss himself? Yeah.
Also, he threw his spear, missed, and said, "Fuck this shit."
Basically. Let me out! Actually, matter of fact, you even hear him knock William and shout, "Let me out of here!" As he goes running. Alright. So, Velina, it is now your turn.
Question. Both guys are injured?
Huh?
Are both...
No.
Just the one guy in front of Azina is
that
injured.
guy's injured, the other 2 are at full health.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to toll a dead on that guy.
Toll the dead?
Please.
Does he have to move before he does that?
That's right, yeah, you have to move out because you're kind of caught on the other side of the doorway. There you go. Right, so toll the dead, that's a wisdom check. And he sucks. 7.
And he's already injured, so D12.
Oh,
jeez.
Go!
Oh! As you just shoot at the guy and you once again just crack his face. He screams out, but is very quickly silenced as he just falls over, head over heels.
So first he heard laughter in his head, then he heard dead.
I like the picture. He's like, "Oh gosh, he sure is pretty." Ow!
Alright, this got weeded down pretty quickly. So Azina, it is now your turn.
Yeah, I'm moving up to attack.
As you run up to this guy, I will note that he is slightly buffer looking than the other guys. Ooh. got 5 damage on him. Is that total?
Yeah.
All right. You take a nice chunk out of him, but he's still standing. Just kind of grunts in pain and is like, ah. It's about to. Matter of fact, yep. It's now his turn, and he hauls back with a spear and is gonna try and harpoon you. So let's see what he's able to do today. Oh gosh, is that that's a +3 they got, so he just hit you.
Okay.
Let me double check what they do for melee attacks, because I've been doing a lot of ranged ones.
I think spears do the same regardless of whether they're ranged or melee.
Actually, spears do have the option to double hand, so they can get a 1d8 instead of a 1d6. So... Oh god, wait. Oh shit. Wait, no, there's gotta be something wrong with that. That can't be the right number. Oh shit, never mind. Ooh. Yeah, I accidentally rolled 2d8 instead of 1d8. All of a sudden, my reaction just went to, huh! That's, no. Goofy thing. 1. Enter. Or something. There. Sure. When I finally get to roll, sure. You get hit for 4 damage.
You want me to take the damage off, or are you going to do it?
I can probably do it really quick. He literally rolled a 1 for damage.
So all that's from his bonus.
Yep, well, that's all bonus. So as you're taking this hit, you just suddenly hear, "You hurt, girlfriend. Girl hurt you." He just goes zipping by, comes back around the guy, who's now kind of looking panicked as he's now pinned. And I believe, yeah, he already has advantage anyways, so yeah. Geralf's gonna roll advantage on this one. And obviously gonna double hand that attack axe. And did he just barely succeed that hit? Double checking. He just barely succeeded that hit. And yes, the damage is exactly what you needed to kill him.
So he had 12 HP left.
He had 10 HP left. I didn't even include the bonus. Yeah, that's again. I didn't even include the bonus damage yet. Yeah. As you see him suddenly panic as the barbarian goes around him, he doesn't even have a chance to turn around fully before you just see an axe cleave into his side, and he yelps out in pain and starts falling over. And Geralf pulls out the axe with a nice, nasty spinal crunch.
That's a spinal tap for you. I don't think it was your turn yet.
What? Oh wait.
Because there's the one guard that's trying to get out.
There's the one guard that's technically first, and he's by the way at the door and literally trying to pound at it. And I'm going to see if he can actually make it through that door because he's in a fit of panic. No, you just hear him wailing and uselessly slapping at the door. He can't seem to break through.
So that door's locked too.
That door is technically locked as well, and he is not getting through it at the moment. I think, in fact, you even hear him trying to mess with some keys that he has, and let me see if he can even keep a hold of them in the panic. He fails yet again, and you just hear the keys start falling down the stairs.
Because he probably also heard the other guy die, too.
Yes, he's in a fit of panic. Everybody has stood against you right now has all died in a horrific manner. He's got more spears on him, so he can probably attack if you walk into his line of sight, but he is freaking the fuck out. So yeah, Valina, it is now your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move up to here. Because that's my maximum movement.
Okay. Yeah, he's still
And-
behind the wall.
And I'm gonna say to him, be at peace. Peace. Just listen to nothing else but the sound of my voice. Told the dead.
Can you even do that though? You don't got line of sight. He's in the stairway.
Yeah, he's in the stairway.
but isn't
Double
it
check
like
if you need line of
a-
sight.
I think it's verbal actually, because it's like you're hearing.
Well,
a
verbal's how
sound.
you cast it. It's a matter of.
I think you have to be able to see a target to directly.
S is sight, right?
Huh?
S is sight. No,
I
that's
think so.
components.
No.
Verbal, yeah, verbal S is.
I'm pretty positive you have to see a target to be able to actually target them.
There's like things like sleep that are an area of effect that you don't need to have a line of sight, but you do need to have a line of sight where it goes off.
Yeah, single target abilities you usually have to be able to see them.
Yeah. So you're not quite close enough yet. So is that gonna be it then?
Unless I can do something else. Let me check. Come on, character sheet, load up. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Let's see, does that involve in line of sight? Alright. No, it requires sight. Darn it. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold an action in case he goes back to the keys and do it to the dead.
I actually have an idea that doesn't involve killing him.
Alright.
This is my turn next, so.
Yep.
Right. I'm not going to actually walk into his line of sight, but I am going to speak to him in the Aquilonian, and I say, if you surrender now, we won't kill you. See if I can get any kind of reaction out of him.
Let me see here.
Because I'm thinking, if we get him alive, we can question him so we know how deep in the place we are.
I'm gonna check the difference between persuasion and intimidation. I believe they're both charisma.
Yeah, and I actually have a high... Should I roll for intimidation? Let's just do that as part of my turn.
Do you have different numbers for persuasion and intimidation?
I don't have any skills in persuasion. I actually have a bonus for intimidation.
Like I said, let me just check what the difference is. Intimidation, influence someone through threats or hostile actions. That's pretty hostile. If you come down here, we won't kill you. Persuasion. One for good group of people with tact, social graces, or good nature. This is intimidate.
Yeah, and I just got an 18.
Okay. Let me see here. Yeah. You get an 18 and he just kind of won't kill me. His Aquilonian's a little bit rough, but he does seem to at least stop slamming on the door, which he still can't get open.
Yeah, so just drop your weapon and we'll have a talk.
You hear him kind of huffing and loudly thinking to himself for a few moments, and then after that he goes quiet, and then you see the 2 spears he has left just kind of fall out into the doorway.
Alright.
And very, very slowly he comes out with hands raised.
Oh!
Don't attack him. Like I said, I actually want to get information out of it.
I know, it's just, I found out I probably don't need sight.
Oh, you
I was
don't?
thinking... I was thinking, is there anything in the room we could use to tie him up?
Oh. Actually, because he's not resisting, I'm gonna... Okay, yeah. You don't need to tie him up. Geralt literally is still in a huffing rage, walks up to the guy, immediately grabs him by both wrists and just holds them behind his back. And then directs him towards you as he just kind of sits there menacingly growling behind this guy who's about a full head shorter than him.
So, I say, how many floors are there before the exit?
He just kind of seems to be in a very panicked mode, but he's just like, next one up is the last floor. It's top floor.
Alright, so the question is, what do I want to do with him now?
You're the ones from the cages, right?
Yeah. There's a lot of dead people downstairs.
Did you go all the way downstairs?
No, we figured that wasn't the way out.
He kind of thinks for himself for a moment, not sure what to think about that. But
Can I
he-
roll in?
But he
Insight check.
more or less keeps quiet for the moment. He doesn't really have anything else to say. Just kind of
I'm-
waiting nervously in the clutches of a barbarian.
I'm tempted to ask him if he wants to change in career choices. I am a pirate. I could use a crew. But he's a crazy cultist, so he's probably not trustworthy.
Nah, he'd probably stab you in the back with a poison knife and run back to the rest of the cult as soon as he could.
I go, okay. Geralt,
Don't get me
not-
wrong, he's shitting himself, but he's not dumb.
I just look at Gareth and I say, just knock him out. That's all I needed to know.
He looks back at Geralt, huh? And Geralt just reaches forward, and yeah, that's a +3 to that. He just smashes the guy's head against the wall and he falls over.
Like, he's still alive, but he's gonna have a headache.
Oh, he's gonna have a ringer of a headache when he finally wakes up.
And
So-
hey, he's less likely to get in trouble with his superiors because he at least looks like he tried.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have a shiner probably too.
I'm gonna move down and try to. Does he have the keys on him, or do they still?
He
The
dropped
keys,
them.
the keys are like a step or two up from the spears.
I'm gonna.
Before we actually leave, we should probably search the room.
Want to search
Right.
the room one last time? All right.
Yeah. Perception.
Perception.
Because this is the first the first time we've had the chance to really stop and do anything in this room.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I fucking failed.
Oof. Wow.
Good thing we
Barbarian
had that
perception.
plus one.
Barbarian perception. Hey. You guys just look around and it's like, yep, it's a sandstone room, all right. Gareth, on the other hand, once again finds a nice big barrel in one of the corners and starts pawing through it. I mean, this is a big one. Like, apparently any stuff that they really wanted to look over later got stuffed into this if they kidnapped people. And he's pulling out odds and ends, but he also apparently finds a backpack with a few more supplies, and he's like, there's where it went. And pulls the jerky he had pulled out earlier and put in his bedroll and puts it into the backpack and seals it up properly this time. Also has a few other odds and ends in it, but that seems to be the majority of his gear back.
And is there anything else in the barrel of value aside from his stuff?
There's a particularly memorable quarterstaff, I believe, in there.
Ooh. Quarterstaff.
And I also believe there's a couple of musical instruments.
Wait, didn't I already get my flute back?
No,
Oh, yeah,
actually,
good.
no. Did you get your flute back?
Yeah, I got my flute back. I just didn't get my rope back.
You didn't get your rope back, right?
But I can still see if any of the other musical instruments look valuable.
Actually, matter of fact, let me see what this wants to roll. Potions, rings. Oh, actually, let's see. Well, yeah, let's see what the loot roller wants to give you, if it wants to behave now. It loves to hand you gold.
Oh, we got more gold?
It really does seem to want to just keep handing you gold. I'm not sure if that's normal or not. I'm not sure how this thing works.
Well, gold is the easiest thing to give you without actually giving you anything. Because it's money, you gotta find something to use it on as opposed to loot, where you might have a use for it right away. How much gold did you say it was, or just?
I didn't say. I'm going to try one more thing to see if I can get anything else. It's not giving me. This thing doesn't even seem to work. This is like the second time I tried using that one. That's just useless. Let's see what this one does, if this one's any easier.
Sorry.
The hell, I told it to generate something and didn't even seem to generate anything. What? I don't even know what the results are. Okay. Okay, I see. So if I was to say, is there instruments on this list? I don't see instruments on this list, sadly. It's actually kind of interesting. I'm gonna see if I can roll something else, but that could be a possibility. Yeah, I think I'll just give you that. You find a full outfit of medium leather armor in there.
Well, I mean, I guess I can sell that. I have better than that already.
Actually, it's a medium masterwork studded leather armor.
Oh.
To be more precise, what it gave me. So it's a masterwork, so it might be a slight improvement over what you have currently.
Yeah, I don't know the stats for that though. Actually, I have studded leather armor, so I'm assuming masterwork would have to be better.
Yeah, masterwork will at least be a +1 to your AC. So yeah, if you switched into that particular outfit, you'd get a +1 to your current AC.
I think it's a little weird to switch into armor while we're in the middle of the dungeon.
Yeah,
so
I wouldn't suggest it like right in the middle of the dungeon right away, but yeah.
I'm gonna toss that on the notepad list.
Mm-hmm. I literally picked minor armor, rolled for it, and that's what it came up with. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's better than the first thing. What was the first thing anyways? Nothing. It literally rolled a nothing the first time. I'm like,
you know what I'll do if
that.
I'll just drag when I equip it. I'll just drag and drop the studded leather armor +1 from the compendium, and then I'll change the name on it.
Okay.
So
yeah, you managed to find a slightly better outfit than what you currently are wearing.
All right, so that's everything taken care of in here, right?
Pretty much, it seems.
All right, before we progress, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Gareth because he's the beefy boy that needs to be in the way. And he has full
exactly.
HP now. I got no spells left aside from my cantrips, but I figure I can stay back away from the fighting if I need to. Actually, I just remembered. I'm not capable of using spears, am I? No. I cannot use spears. I would have grabbed the spear to hold on to for like a ranged weapon, but I can't use them. There's no point.
Is there something special for spears?
They don't. I don't believe spears count as simple weapon. Actually, let me
double checking my list here.
Yeah, I'm double checking as well.
spear.
Scissors, short sword.
Oh no, they actually do count as simple weapons. That means I can use them.
Yeah.
Full range. Crossbow, light dart, sharp bow, sling. I don't see it, at least not on this list right away.
It's a simple weapon because I looked at it in the compendium.
Okay, at least it's listed there. I don't see it here for some reason. I would thought that
It's
spear would
in
be a simple
melee.
weapon.
It's in melee. It's in melee simple weapons.
Oh, they actually have it listed as melee, but even though it has ranged options.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
There it is. Okay, yeah, and thrown ranged. Yep. Okay.
How many of them are there here?
Out of all 4 bodies, you've easily got a good 8 to 12 of them.
Thing is, is there a way for me to actually, just... Because I can't hold all of them at the same time. I'd have to strap them to my back somehow.
Well, I assume with your outfit, you're more or less dressed as a pirate, so you can probably, tuck a good several of them into, the back of your jacket or something.
Alright. I'm just gonna add the spear to my character sheet, because I'm gonna definitely grab... Damn it. I think I don't got the character sheet open in the thing. I got it popped out. I gotta close it and reopen it. I'm definitely gonna take some spears because I need to stay back with my health like this.
Yeah, you're not exactly in the best way at the moment, although you're not horrible, but it's not going to take much to try and push you over.
Yeah, I mean, granted, you don't automatically die the way 5th edition works, but...
There's not a lot of easy ways to try and patch you up right now either.
You basically, if you get downed, you just gotta hope that you can succeed at your death saves so that you don't actually die. Alright, so... I grab the keys, and I hand them to Gareth.
He grunts and takes them and starts trying them out on the door. Takes a few moments to find the right one, but he does finally get the door to unlock. So I take you're all just gonna walk out then?
Yeah, I'm not gonna try to stealth in front of everybody when I'm missing half my health.
Gareth walks out first. There's no one in this upper floor. It's also a lot smaller than the last couple of rooms. It's pretty much like a 35 by 35 room. And there's not much actually kept inside of this upper room. And as you look around, there's another door leading completely outside. Gareth tries it, immediately pushes open, and do you follow him outside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You step outside, and you see a little bit of ground, and then nothing but sky. You are all on top of a fucking plateau. Gareth kind of wanders over towards near the edge. It's maybe about, say, a good 100 feet around. And as he's looking down, it's just a sheer, straight fucking drop.
So if we go down, would we be able to get out of this place?
You're going to have to either climb and roll really well, or you're going to have to try and find an easier way down.
Or we're gonna have to go back in and see if there's something in the bottom floor. Did we seriously fight our way all the way out the top for nothing?
No, this is the only exit.
Wow.
And it's a long drop.
I'll look around to see if there's anything
you can literally circle the entire plateau looking straight down. There's no paths leading up. There's actually one path leading from out into the desert towards this place, but there's no doorways, there's no markings for a doorway, nothing. It's just sheer stone drop.
Are there any loose rocks or anything around here?
This is a top of a plateau, so there's a little bit of sand. There's a few decent-sized rocks here and there.
I just kick a rock and go, I'll never need Featherfall, I said. I'm a pirate, I said.
You just hear the barbarian kind of half chuckle and grunt. And by the way, as you're looking around, Ozzy, you're coasting the kind of the area along the borders on the river. You can see just near the edge of your vision that you can see the river you were on from here.
I don't see a boat. My boat, do I?
Oh no, that poor thing is long gone. But you can see where you were probably noticed from, and especially if you had any lights on your boat in the middle of the night, they probably spotted you slowly going downriver and just came over and ambushed you.
The river is the only thing we spot.
There's more desert. There's a couple other plateaus, but they do not seem to be inhabited like this one with the little building on top. And all the other plateaus I would also add are smaller than this one. You're up a giant rock with not any easy ways down. So you're either going to have to climb down or you're going to have to try and look for, I don't know, something like a rope.
Do we have rope?
Nope.
No, we never found my rope. Are we seriously going to have to go back in and check the bottom floor?
GM doesn't tell.
I look at the other two and I say, I don't know what to do, but I'm starting to think maybe we should go back in, make sure everyone's dead, so we can safely sleep on it.
The barbarian just kind of grunts and goes, "There are leaders down there."
Thing is, we don't know how many. We don't know if there's anyone else down there with them.
There's something down there. They mentioned the spiders.
Yeah.
He kind of still looking off one edge and just kind of looking around. His barbarian brain is still trying to puzzle if there's any other ways of it, but so far is reaching zero.
Can I roll a perception check and see if I notice anything remotely?
Sure.
That's a good idea. I should probably roll a perception check too.
So what are you looking for?
Any hidden paths or anything,
Okay.
like caves and stuff like that. Because like in a canyon or plateaus, there's usually something. Because they wouldn't get up here without something to help them up.
I walk around the building and examine it to see if there looks like there's anything useful on the building itself.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Should I even bother rolling after he got that?
After a 20, it's not. I would argue that's probably not even worth trying. That's a pretty damn everything you see before you. So as you're looking around, you do see the pathway, and then you're kind of walking around near that pathway. That's when you actually notice that there's this big particular rock. It doesn't seem normally placed. After looking at it for a few more minutes, you realize the thing has been half hammered into the ground. This had to have been an enormous rock, and there's, if you look really close, you can see there are definitely like little bits of rope burn and stuff around it, like they've been using this thing to haul people up and down. And not too far from it, you see a second one, so they've been actually doing kind of like a pulley system, but where they've been hiding that particular like pulley is shrug shoulders time. You haven't seen anything that's actually that big that would have been that noticeable, at least not in the house or in the current floors you've been through.
So there's ropes on the rock.
There's like marks and little like leftover pieces of rope on the rocks that you can tell they've been used for hauling things up.
Okay, yeah, but there's
there's not actually any rope currently tied to it at the moment, no. They've been trying to keep this place a secret. They're in a nice little position. Bird's eye view and everything. Far to be crazy if you can hide.
I don't see any way around this.
You may have to climb.
Can we even try to climb down? You said it's like a sheer surface.
It's very sheer, and it's going to be a pretty high roll you're going to have to make to try and climb down. Also, I would
If you
gauge...
fail, you're going to fall to your death.
Yep, basically, and it's probably at least a good 100 feet, probably more that you have to climb down.
Yeah, that's just death waiting to happen.
It's actually sharp, pointy, hard things waiting for you at the bottom.
But there was a river. Oh, never mind.
There's a river way off in the distance. If you look if you look particularly to the west to southeast, you'll see a bit of a stream, a nice, decent-sized stream going through the area, but that's a fair distance away. Again, you're really high up, so you got a nice long view of everything around you.
Alzina just kind of goes, I hate my life.
There are worse things. Could be dead already.
I say, I guess we're gonna go back in and kill their leader, because there's nothing to use out here to get down.
Blood and vengeance. Starts slowly heading back towards the building.
Oh my god, so we gotta go back down to where we started.
Pretty much by the looks of things.
And I kicked the unconscious guy. We're going back.
Yeah, he very purposely kept it from you that that you needed to climb down, and unless he didn't know if you guys found any rope or not, because he's not sure how far down that stuff went. So you get a slight twitch out of him, but he didn't kill him yet.
I'm gonna.
You know,
Do we really want any information from this guy, or do we just have no use for him?
well, I only let him live because I wanted to get information out of him, and the information didn't end up being very useful. Do what you want.
She's gonna kick and snap his neck with her foot and just go, huh, and just walk off.
Ooh. That would require a strength check, I think, if you're going to try and harm him like that.
Strength check. Oh, strength's not that bad. It's a 0. So, all right. So strength check. 13.
I'm going to have him roll to see how much this hurts him, because he is kind of out of it. Oh, yeah, he rolled 1 digit, so... Yeah, you just walk up to him. He doesn't even squirm properly. You just... The barbarian even actually takes a half step and kind of looks over his shoulder.
Flip my hair as I'm walking off, and just walk over to.
Like I said, Garth looks back and just kind of looks over his shoulder for a brief second, then kind of shrugs and keeps walking.
No, I'm trying to remember. What are the rules for a short rest? I don't remember how that worked.
It's an hour, and
yeah, that takes an hour of time.
You can roll as many hit dice as you want, depending on your level. And if you use up your hit dice, you can't get them back until a long rest. But since we're level 1, we only have 1 hit dice.
But that basically, you can heal yourself.
You can heal, and I think depending upon who you are, you might even get a few spells back. I think that's mostly a cleric thing, though, that they get the spells back.
Actually, it's a warlock.
Oh, warlock. That's right, it is a warlock.
Fuck it, let's just keep going.
Alright, so you're going to head all the way back down to where you guys started from?
Yeah. Kind of go a little slow in case anyone came up from below.
Alright, you get all the way back down to the cage floor, and you guys don't see anyone else new so far. And the door leading further down is still sealed.
But you got the keys still, right?
Yeah. So I assume you want him to try the door. You want
yeah,
Garth to try the door first.
See if one of those keys will get the door open.
Before he even tries the keys, he just tries to push the door, and the door does just push open.
Okay.
Like some of the other doors, it does have a lock, but it seems like no one's been worried enough to lock the door right now.
Probably
so he pushes in.
They're in a fairly secluded place. They don't expect to have intruders.
Mm-hmm. So, first thing to immediately take in right away that separates this from the other stairwells There's no other lit torches down below. So as you're walking down the stairs, you're walking into complete and total darkness.
I say, hold on a second. Does Gareth have anything like a stick or anything like that that isn't like needed to be used as a weapon?
A stick that he would use that's not a weapon? No.
Let me look. I got an idea. Because I have the light cantrip. So, that. How long does this last when I use it? Duration 1 hour, so that'll give it plenty of time.
Yep.
I can only use it on one item at a time. Deactivates. I take this. I take one of the spears that I have. I touch the tip of it and cast the light cantrip on it, and then I hand it to Gareth, and I go, "Use that so you can see where you're going."
He slowly takes it and raises an eyebrow, and then looks back at you, wondering how the hell you know this kind of magic. He looks very inquisitive, but he doesn't actually question it at the moment. He's seen enough weird shit today, it's just like, oh, fuck it, whatever. And slowly starts to walk further down into the stairwell. And you do see it does light up the stones a little bit, so he's slowly passing and you can still see him as he starts to reach the bottom of the stairwell. So far, no problems.
Yeah, I follow relatively close behind.
I follow close behind, but I also start doing small talk with Gareth.
Starting small talk with Gareth, okay.
Just, so tell me about yourself, Gareth.
What do you require from me?
Just where you're from, what are your hobbies, what do you enjoy doing?
I'm a Sumerian. I come from Samaria. Most of my life has been traveling and smashing people's faces in.
I said, well, those are two of my favorite things, too.
He kind of blinks and almost half stops for a second, but keeps going. You enjoy smashing people's faces in.
Maybe not with my bare hands, but...
At that, he just kind of gives a satisfied grunt. Yeah, he's come up from more brutal shit in his life. The life of Sumerian is not exactly easy. If you're not picking fights or accidentally getting drawn into fights with the Aquilonians, it's the Picts. If it's not the Picts and the Aquilonians, you got the Asgardians to the north, which usually, actually, Sumerians are actually usually pretty cordial with the Asgardians, but not always. And then you got the Hyperboreans, which, if you get too far past the mountain range, they're also a piss and fight once in a while too.
And then there's the Veneermen.
But yeah, the Sumerians are on most sides surrounded by a bunch of assholes that piss them off. And so, yeah, things get really brutal. And that includes, by the way, raiding people. So, burning villages, kidnapping persons of interest, taking any decent goods, etc.
Yeah, those are all things pirates do.
To some degree. Not exactly the same way, though. Like, even in this time and age, like, fireworks exist, and a very rudimentary flintlock does exist, too. And ships are not known to not have cannons.
Right.
It's weird, by the way, because that stuff, it took a while, but it did eventually bleed over to the Western Sea where you've been most of your life. So actually, you've known about cannons probably most of your life, too. They're not like super easy to come by, but there are people that have a number of them.
I didn't even think to try and use any of my money to get a flintlock. Then again, I don't actually have the skill to use it.
Yeah, you've been mostly a sword user by trade for at least combat.
I'd need to spend like a feat to get the ability to use that when I level up at some point if I wanted to do that.
Yeah, you've seen a few people, but you've not actually tried tampering with those explosive, loud things yourself. Not to mention, you've probably even seen one or two people with flintlocks that had them explode in their faces. Not pretty.
Then again, with magic, I don't really have a reason to use one.
So I take it the idle chat is done as you reach the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're slowly looking around. Give me a perception check, everybody.
$17. 21.
Damn. Okay, so he gets to the bottom of the stairs, and you're kind of rounding the corner. There doesn't seem to be anything at first, but he's like gets a couple feet out, and immediately he raises both arms like to tell you guys to quickly stop, because he sees something moving, and he can't quite make it out yet. You just kind of see the spear arm point out, something over there. And it takes a few moments, especially Porvalenia takes a few moments before her eyes finally adjust, and you see something like moving along the wall. Like it's not even on the ground, it's moving along the wall, whatever it is. But it almost looks human-sized.
You know, I just realized that so far Valena has only used her cantrips, so she actually still has all of her spells.
She has all of her spells, yes, she does.
I'm gonna do something really stupid. I'm gonna take one of my spears and throw it at the thing I saw moving.
Alright, give me a second here. I need to actually pull this up. Which one was this one be? There's a couple of variants I need to look at here. Would that be it? Nah. Let's see here. Definitely not that. Okay, let's go with that one. Okay. So yeah, give me a roll then. Oof.
Alright. Wow, that did not do good.
12 to hit. And let me actually see here really quick. What was this thing's? Yeah. As a matter of fact, yeah. You throw the spear across the room. Immediately you hear a shriek as whatever it is just immediately is pinned to a wall and stops moving.
Oh. It must not have had much health.
No, it does not. That's when you hear another noise and something even bigger starts moving. This one is definitely the full size of a human, possibly bigger.
And I look at Azina and just go, "What did you just do?"
And
Told a spider that I didn't think was going to die that easy.
And let me have, matter of fact, Ozzy, let me have you have another perception check. Okay, I think you just barely make that one. As you're hearing this other one moving around, nearby you hear yet another one moving very close.
We should probably we should probably lure whatever these are back into the stairway.
Yeah. First you see the barbarian hesitate, but after a moment of hearing the other sounds, he suddenly looks up and then grunts and nods very quickly and backs into the stairwell with you. So I'm gonna pause us right there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to say we're gonna have to call it for tonight.
Yeah, because there's only like 8 minutes left.
Yeah, we only got 8 minutes left, so we'll continue this next time.
I pissed off the monsters.
You found the little one and you squished it instantly. That's gonna make them mad. Gives me time to make icons for everything. I'm just happy I found Zamorians. So we could actually have Zamorian icons today. But anyways, so that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you, everybody watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And thanks to Ozzy and Zerf for joining me tonight. And we will catch you all whenever we have another open weekend. I believe next weekend we are planning to do Star Wars again, though.
Yep.
All right. So that's going to be it for now. Thanks again, and see you all next time.